Hey guys! Oh my gosh, this is really exciting. If you've already seen the, oh, the train is coming. Okay, there were some posts this morning about huge ice chunks coming down the river, and I'm gonna show you those in just a second, but hang on guys. This is super fun. The train is coming. You can hear it, huh? Okay. Here you go. I won't be able to talk anyway. It'll be so loud. So here, you can watch the train with me as it passes by the Ice Classic Tower. Okay, here you go. Hi, there it is. Yes! And it is a passenger train and they're waving! Wave back everybody! Hi! This is so much fun. Aww. They're going past the depot. This is the historic depot that we talked about yesterday where the Serum run transferred from railroad to dog mushing team. Here, I'll zoom in. Woohoo! Oh my goodness, are they stopping? What? Okay, it's entirely possible that they're just going super slow because they're going around a corner, but this is very slow. I really think they're stopping, guys. Hey, Sherry!
How are you doing today?
Good. Okay, maybe not. I guess they are going around the corner. Just here to do the live. I thought for a second they were gonna stop.
They slowed way down. They haven't been. This is the first time they've done that.
Okay.
Coming out here and standing and waving at
Oh, that's so fun.
So, yeah, they slowed down. That was nice.
I hope the train conductor is telling them about the...
I bet they are.
I bet so. Maybe that's why they went super slow, so they could give him an extra look at the tripod and everything.
Yeah. And I had mentioned to Megan to get with the railroad and see if she can't give them flyers.
Oh, yeah,
brochures.
that's a good idea.
Could not sell the tickets there, but you know.
You want to say hi? It's okay. Yep, no problem. But yeah, just here getting ready to show everyone what happened this morning.
Yeah, did you go down to the...
Not yet, but I will.
Black Bridge? It's pushed up there. The ice looks really thin.
Wow,
So,
that's really exciting.
And the tripod has shifted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of
Okay,
leaning
here, let's show you guys.
to the right there.
Oh, I see what you mean. It did kind of tip more to the right.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just, you know, this ice melting.
Right. But every little thing,
Yep.
it's exciting and it makes a difference. It shows stuff is happening.
My husband brought me a pair of binoculars so I can see really good.
Awesome. That's great. My phone camera usually has an amazing zoom, except when I'm on Facebook Live.
Oh.
It only uses the resolution of Facebook, not my actual phone camera.
That's too bad.
Yeah, otherwise it could be super crisp
where
for
the
all you.
Nenana's running into the Nenana, that's all open down on that south bank.
Oh, amazing.
The main channel is open.
Okay,
All the
cool.
way past Ruby Marine.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So basically it's this.
Yeah, because now the river has a place to go. The ice can go downriver for real now. Wow.
By those expansions there, the concrete under the bridge,
Uh-huh.
that kind of holds things in place for a while too.
Oh, okay. Like expansions up on the bridge?
No, the
pillars?
concrete,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
pillars.
Yeah, okay, so here, let's look over here. Yeah, okay, so the concrete pillars is what the ice can kind of grab onto and keep itself.
Well, if it's anything like, you know, the anchor ice here,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure that it is, but I know it must attach.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were learning yesterday about how the ice in the river when it hits something solid, then that's when it crystallizes into ice. If it's running water, it will stay below freezing temperatures and still move, but if it hits something solid, it will, it'll crystallize, so it will stay grabbed onto it as well as the river bottom. So I'm still learning. I you know, you learn stuff all
Every
the time.
day, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So far.
It's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm loving the weather. Aww.
This is Curtis and your doggy.
Okay. Hi.
You know who he is? He's an artist.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do know him.
He's
yes.
really nice. He used to spend a lot of time with Lexi down in the cultural center.
Okay, yeah.
Teaching her how to do watercolors and stuff, because she's very artistic. She loves to paint and stuff, so
yeah.
He taught her a lot.
That's so cool. Aw. Yes, I do know who you're talking about now. He is a good artist, and yeah. Well, guess we'll see if we keep building an audience here. You know, it's a good day to watch. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there was a lot of people come through yesterday.
Yeah.
Of course, I figured it because it's the weekend.
Gorgeous weather, times the weekend, times action on the river.
Right.
It's a good time to come.
People want to see what's happening.
Yep.
I'm really disappointed that whoever did the fireworks last year didn't clean up their trash.
Yeah, it is too bad.
They used to.
They
used to clean it up.
Yeah. Doesn't make the prettiest backdrop or foredrop for the tripod.
Garbage.
Yep.
But we didn't want them, you know, we didn't want them leaving it out there. We wanted them to take their stuff with them. And the city used to let them put it in the dumpster as long as it was cooled off.
Yeah. Hopefully that can get arranged for next year. If
you're going to Fairbanks, just drop it off.
Yeah. Yep. Well, thanks for coming out and saying hi.
Yeah.
It's good to get caught up on all the stuff that's been going on. The shift of the tripod and that opening downriver.
You see, there's water on the right side of the river.
Yes, I did see that, like 2 or 3 days ago or something?
Yeah, it's not really running because it's shallow over there.
Yeah.
And the main channel's on this side. But there's water. I mean, it all adds up, right?
Yeah, it definitely does. And once stuff starts shifting, it can happen so fast. Yeah. Well, that's really exciting to know that there's a fully open channel.
Yeah.
It was just like carving its way further and further, right? And now it's got a place to go. Okay, cool.
And there's a lot of water coming out of the mountains, you know, so it's all coming down the Nenana.
Have you seen a rise in the water? I haven't been out there.
I drove across the bridge last night and it was high.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, swans.
And swans? Where are they? Look at that!
I keep hearing birds, but I never see them.
Yeah. They're coming back. They know it's time.
I love swans.
Yeah.
Actually, I like them all.
Yes.
The swans are my favorite.
Yeah. Hey, good.
Yeah.
I know I can get through any winter now. You guys have a good time.
You too. Yeah, I'm gonna just, go along here and show people the ice that floated down here, and then I'll go check out underneath the bridge and see what's going on down there.
Go on the other side.
Okay.
I was gonna check to see if the anchor ice is broken loose, but I don't think it has.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, so here's the river, guys.
Dirty.
Yeah, very dirty. Okay.
There's still ice down there.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's... I probably should go on the other side of that fence and look.
Yeah, over there.
Yeah, because it's hard to tell here because it is.
Well, you can still tell that there's ice, though, just because, you know, this section right there, it all just kind of, well, and up here, how it's all lodged, right? That's just sitting on top of ice, right?
Log or ice jam.
Yeah. I mean, like, because that's a shelf of ice, right? Right up next to the snow line? Or is that silt?
Right here?
No, right? You see where the ice, let's
jammed?
see. Yeah, where the ice is jammed and it meets the snow, and there's that little shelf before that's running off into the water.
Yeah.
Is that ice or silt?
I think it's ice.
That's what I think too, yeah.
It's hard to say, but it looks like it's actually, it could be a shelf. I'm not sure. Hard to say.
Well, I'm only saying shelf because that's the only way I know how to describe it, but
It looks higher than the
yeah, because the water is running down off of it.
Yeah. So it's probably ice.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So there's the snow on top, the ice underneath, and the snow, I mean the icebergs or whatever, ice chunks are stuck on it.
Yeah, they're all jammed up in there.
Mm-hmm. So do you know what it takes for all of this stuff to move? Is that just the anchor ice coming up, or?
No, that's regular river ice.
I mean, just like this section, do you know how this breaks up?
Well, the anchor ice is what actually holds the ice in place. And it's along here. It'll be all down the sides of the river, both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And then when that
like attached to the dock,
yeah,
and the riverbed.
right.
Okay.
Or
Yep.
the ground.
Yes.
Once that breaks loose, then you'll start seeing a lot more action.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell if it, like I said, I can't tell if it is. I mean, I can see ice down there,
Yeah.
but I can't tell if it's broken loose yet. I don't think it has.
I don't think so either, because I think we would see a lot more movement and flow if it was. Because this is, like, when you go up around the bridge, it's flowing.
Mm-hmm.
And here it's just like a quiet, calm.
This is normal flow for the river, though.
It is? Okay, for this section.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've got such a wide, of course there's not water all the way across, but it does kind of flow slowly down here. It's about normal.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I want to go down there and see those ice chunks. That looks like pretty epic stuff.
I think they're called bergs.
Bergs?
Icebergs.
Icebergs. Yes, that's what it is.
You call them chunks or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, Sherry, for all the info. Yep, see ya. Okay. Let's go on over here to get a closer chunk at the ice that is blocked up. Well, that was fun, guys. You got to hear directly from Sherry all about the latest happenings and some of the stuff to look for. She has been, well, she was the ice classic director for years, and she's retired now, and Megan is the new director, so she's been running it for a few years now. But Sherry, as the director for like super long, she knows so much, and so that was really, really a treat to be able to hear all her perspective on it. Okay, so look at that, guys. This all happened this morning, I guess. There was a little bit of an ice jam yesterday that I showed you guys, but it wasn't this much. So there was a lot coming down the river this morning. I was sleeping, y'all. And first thing when I wake up, I saw a notification and a photo that there was action down here, but it had already stopped by the time I woke up. But it's too far away. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I forgot that my I'm just using a hotspot and so I walked too far away from my hotspot, and then it cut me off. Okay, so I can't go close yet, but here you can see, and what Sherry and I were just talking about, you can see a lot how this is really just, it's not actually open flowing water because it is stuck on the ice. You see, like, this part, that's still sitting on ice. That's not floating anywhere. It's not floating on water. So there's these ice shelves, as I just so eloquently coined the term. These ice shelves that these icebergs are now just resting on. And so, like Sherry was saying, there's still anchor ice that is attached to the dock, and we're waiting for that to break loose in order for all this stuff to be released and chunk up and have a place to go downriver. So that was super exciting, like super, super exciting that it sounds like there's a place for the ice to go now. So that means once things actually start releasing, then it'll just be a matter of time before pieces break off, you know. And well, we can take a look at the tripod again too. Yeah, buffering again. Sorry guys. Okay, I'm walking closer to my hotspot now, so we shouldn't have that issue. And then I'll put it in my pocket. I just totally forgot because I was so excited about talking to Sherry and going to see the ice chunk downriver, or the ice jam downriver. See, the ice gets in my head. I'm just so excited. I don't think straight with all the logistics. All right. And by the way, welcome everybody. I see we have like 84 people on. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful morning. And let me know what questions you have. I haven't taken a chance to look at the comments yet, just because we were graced with the presence of the train and then Sherry. So that was an awesome intro to the video. And yes, sending all the love, because that was a cool inside scoop that we got. All right, so here is the current status of the tripod. And as Sherry mentioned, it is actually leaning a little bit more to the right. And that's exciting. But also, like she said, it doesn't really mean much. It's not like it's actually moved as far as its location. But if you can see, I don't know if you can see. Oh. Okay, so the way the tripod is constructed, it's a cross at the bottom, and so one cross is, like one axle of the cross is on the bottom, and then the other axle is sitting on top of it. So it is teetering on a log, and so the other feet, the right and left side feet, are just kind of straddling that log, and that's why it can tip, because the ice around the legs has now thawed enough that the left and right legs are free, and it's just teetering on that. Can you guys see that? Let me know if you can actually see that. Okay, cool. Looks like you can. So that's what it looks like out there. I don't see any open water around it yet, still just pooling. I mean, there is more water for sure, but it's not really open yet. There's some more spots like there, and I mean, not that they're new, but like they're definitely getting more prominent. So here you go. There's this little jog in the snow thing that it was there yesterday as well, but it looks like it's also going to contribute to stuff opening up. There's these cracks in the ice. Let me point. Okay, so you see, like, let me get my finger in there, those lines, and it comes all the way this way. So these are the kind of things that mean things are shifting, even if they haven't moved yet. So that crack is all the way this long. So that looks like there's tension between the surface ice and the anchor ice. And so yeah, like whether the anchor ice comes up or that just breaks off of it, who knows? It's anyone's guess. But there's the ice jam further upriver. So, okay, so if you're looking, or if you have been watching the live camera on the official Nenana Ice Classic website, which, if you hadn't heard yet, now has 24-hour video coverage, video footage, which is different than previous years, because previous years it used to only be photos, like snapshots, updated every 30 seconds. So if anything happened, you were missing it 30 seconds at a time, and the tripod could be there one moment and then not the next. So it's a huge deal that there is live video coverage so that you can still watch, even if I'm not here down in the docks, or if Megan on the official Ice Classic fan page on Facebook, sorry, not fan page, the official Ice Classic page on Facebook, between her page, my page, if neither of us are down here doing video coverage, you can always go to the website and see what's going on. However, what I was saying with that is, okay, so the camera is up here, and when it looks down at the tripod, you actually can't see either of the ice jams, upriver or downriver. So I thought the ice was all gone and it was just an open stream again, but there's still ice jams up here and ice jams down below. So don't be fooled. There is still stuff that can happen even outside the view of the webcam. So we're trying to stay on top of it as much as we can, but of course we're not like paid to sit on the riverbanks 24/7. That would be super cool. But this is as much as we'll get here as often as we can. So catching as much as we can, knowing that not everything is caught in the 24/7 live cam, but still knowing that that is a super, super helpful resource. If you're ever wondering what the tripod currently looks like and what's going on, definitely go there, and you can like keep it open on a laptop or something, just sitting on your dining room table or kitchen counter or whatever, so you can just watch all the time. Okay, yeah, anyway, what I was saying is that we can see that there are ice jams that are sitting on the ice. This right here is still open right in front of the tripod, but there's stuff going on upriver and downriver, and I guess there's a lot of excitement upriver around the corner. So that's where a ton of like truly open water is, where there's current and river flow and ice chunks and slush and everything moving at a much more rapid pace. This is a very, very slow, kind of stagnant flow. In fact, okay, see if you can see this on the camera. I don't know if the resolution will be strong enough, but do you see these wind patterns like blowing the water? It makes it look like the water is going upriver. Okay, so that means that the wind itself is strong enough to push the water against the current. That to me, okay, again, this is Ice Classic interpretation according to Amy, river, water, ice, science according to Amy, so let's not just call it science, but it's my own philosophy. Okay, this is my interpretation. That's why I really don't think that this is river current right now. So even right here, you can see there's slushy ice sitting on top. If this was an open current, that definitely would be eroded by now. That would not be here. So this is all sitting on top of ice still. and we're waiting for that to break up, and then I think we'll see a much stronger current, even if it's not crazy fast. We'll see it pick up, and the wind will not affect the water this strongly, because there will, yeah, it's not just sitting on top of an ice shelf. Okay, enough with all that. I am now going to look at the comments so I can see if there are any questions, and let us know, as always, where you're tuning in from, because that is my absolute favorite thing to see on here, is how far across the world we are spread. And I'll tell you why. I grew up all over the world because of my parents' job. My dad worked for the State Department, and so we grew up country hopping. And so for me here in small town Nenana, I feel so much connection when I am able to see people all over the world tuning in to watch this with me. So, but it doesn't matter, obviously, anyone, even if you're not in other countries, whether you're here in the United States or here in Alaska, I'm so excited to see how far this reaches, and all the different communities that you don't even expect might be tuning in. So, and I see one right now, right here. There's Shannon tuning in from the Galapagos. That is so cool. And you're so welcome for going live. Okay, so I'm going to scroll through these comments, see what's going on, and then I'll take you guys up under the bridge to see if we can detect what's going on with the ice jam up there. And yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Tiffany, we went on the way to Fairbanks on the train also. Nice. So you got to see Nenana up close and personal. Yes, it was so fun to see the train. Okay. Marlene and Joe say, good morning from North Slope. Okay, Nuiqsut. Right? Did I get it right this time? I promised yesterday that I would get it right after all that training. Okay, so we've got people tuning in from Nuiqsut again. Awesome. Tisha, you're hardcore, just like me. She says, I was up till 4 a.m. watching the live feed and back up at 9. Yup. That's the craze that can come over you when you're as hardcore as we are over here. That's so fun. Yes, thank you so much for being on here. It is super fun to have people who are just as fun and crazy about it as Rebecca and I feel like. Okay. And thank you so much for the stars. Okay, so let's see. Aurora is asking, will it fall soon? Okay, so that is the $250,000 question, right? And but it's looking like it's definitely still sitting solidly on the ice. It is tipping, but nothing around it has moved significantly. So we're still looking for a lot to happen before it will be able to fall or move. And yeah, we'll just keep our eyes on the river. Marie says, thank you so much for doing this. You're welcome. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Again, my comments are jumping. It's just like a weird Facebook Live glitch. So I'm trying to keep myself bookmarked somewhere, but forgive me if I miss some stuff. Okay. Let's see. Carol says, I had a feeling it might come a bit late this year. That 53 inches of ice is a massive block of ice to melt. Amen. Yes, it is. That was really, really, really thick ice. And just for comparison, some of the normal ice thickness measurements in, you know, and this is all up on the Ice Classic website. They have historical ice measurements recorded year by year, and a lot of those ice measurements range from like 21 to like 39, 42, like even 42 inches is up on the higher end. So the fact that we got to 53 inches is a big difference. So we're seeing that. We're seeing that it is taking extra time and extra heat to melt through this ice, because it is hanging on for dear life. And it's true. I mean, like, when there's that thick of ice, you think of how much energy it takes to work through that. So, yup. Okay. Lots of good mornings for everybody. Okay. Nikki asks, does the Nenana Ice Classic have any merch that we can buy? That's a good question. And actually, I haven't seen any. At least not, there's not any on the website and stuff like that. I know that they have a few things that are at Tripod Days, but I don't think anything is officially on sale. But that I am not an official spokesperson of the Nenana Ice Classic. So that would be a great question to reach out and let them know that you're interested in stuff like that. I know at least right now they're super swamped, obviously, with everything going on. This is peak season when everything is going down. And, but yeah, you can reach out and ask for next year. And, yeah, they're still like counting tickets and everything. So that's a lot going on. Okay. Oh, and Tisha is asking, do you know how loud the audio is on the live feed? You can hear everything. Are you talking about the webcam on Holland America? Or are you talking about this one? If the wind is getting in the way, let me know. I might be able to try my Bluetooth headset or like my earbuds. That might be able to cut some of the wind out. But yeah, okay. So let's see, what else? Rochelle is asking, will it go today? Who knows? That is a very exciting question, and quite honestly, it could and it could not. Stuff can happen so fast once it gets to this point. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait and see. Okay, let's see. Wow, it is chilly with this wind. Whew. Guess I better go back and get my hot chocolate, because this is yeah, my hands are getting a little chilled. Well, a lot of chilled. Okay, let's see. Okay, Shane and Ashley are asking about the webcam. I'm assuming that you're asking how can I find that. Okay, so that is on the Ice Classic official website. It's not on Facebook. It's a website, and the URL for that is nenanaakiceclassic.com. nenanaakiceclassic.com, and that is the official source for all of the historical data, the webcam, how to purchase tickets, all of that stuff. That's their main information hub. And then they also have their Facebook page, Nenana Ice Classic, and they also have pictures and videos, updates on there. So those, but it does not have the live webcam on Facebook. That's on the website. So I hope that helps. You can go check it right now and see what you can see, and then bookmark the page so that you know how to find it later. Or just keep it open forever until the ice goes out. Okay, let's see. Okay, Tisha is asking, do you know how deep the river is? Okay, so I Googled that question just on behalf of another person that asked the question, and I did not know. So just according to the internet, it is about like 10 to 12 up to, I think, like 20 feet. It totally depends and varies because silt is moving all the time. So 10 to 12 feet at some points, and maybe up to 18 or 20 or something like that. But you can definitely Google that as well, just to see what the range is. But yeah, it's not frozen solid. Some people have asked that too. Like, is it frozen solid? But nope, there's a lot of water, and there's plenty flowing underneath. Okay. Roberta says, watching from Maine. Awesome. And Charleston, West Virginia. Angoon, Alaska. Sweet. We are spanning all over the country. Eagle River. Woot woot. Perryville. Philip is asking, is it boiling? I'm not sure what you mean by that. This is very, very, very frozen water. And I'm starting to freeze too. I better go get an extra layer or something. Okay. Sleet Mute, Hope, Alaska. Amazing. Okay, and I'm hearing the cheering about the pronunciation about New Ixit. Thank you guys for coaching me through that. Okay. Unalakleet, Alaska. Anaktuvik Pass. Sweet. Sharon Pope. Oh, Claire is asking if her mom is watching with her. Is this so fun to watch together no matter where you are in the world? Watching from Cle Elum, Washington? Let me know if I pronounced that right. Mission, Texas. Woohoo! Claire is asking, how many days do you think? Personally, I mean, okay, with some of the action with the ice chunks coming down, I was wondering if today might be the day. Now that I'm still seeing how much ice is attached and that it really is, it's getting stuck. All the ice chunks are still getting stuck. I still think it's at least 3 days, but so much can happen. And I have been fooled before. So I'm gonna try to catch as much of it as I can, but who knows? Like, it can happen in the middle of the night, and I need my sleep, guys. But yeah, like, it'll be very interesting, and I'll keep my eyes out here on the river. But between the Webcam, the Nenana Ice Classic, Facebook page, so their website, the Facebook page, and here, and by the way, we're getting stuff up on YouTube as well. So you can go to Nenana Ice Classic fan page on YouTube, and you can get updates, and there's also a lot of stuff from previous seasons that talks more about the Ice Classic, how the clock works, how ticket counting works, how the jackpot works, all that kind of stuff. So go find us on there. You can watch those videos to get caught up or learn more about the Ice Classic that way. So between those 4 sources, those are the best up-to-date boots on the ground resources that I know of. Let me know if you know of anything else, because we want you guys to be able to see as much as you can as often as it is available. Okay, let's see what else is here. Josephine says, good morning, beautiful. Oh, you're welcome for being here, and good morning too. Watching from North Pole. Amazing. And Tisha is saying, I think if the temps were like yesterday, a lot will happen today. I totally agree. I think a lot will happen today. I don't think that the tripod will go out, but I do think that a lot will happen today, and that is exciting. Okay. Jerry says, the snow here at 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. was crazy to watch. Oh man, is that down in Anchorage? Remind me where you're watching from. So did you guys have snow down there? Oof, that is not fun. Okay. Oh, or were you saying watching something on the webcam? Let me know. Okay. Whoa, Sharon says, I was off by 1 minute last year. Oh my gosh, that's as close as you can get without getting the jackpot, man. Oh. Well, good luck this year. I hope that you get it sometime. Okay, and I'm getting the feedback. I'm doing great with the pronunciation. Thanks, guys. Okay. Kumaluk Stone says, I had a coworker that does Nenana Ice Classic. Nice. It is so fun to work. I did ticket counting 1 year, and that was such a fascinating experience. Calsag, Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska, Houston, Texas, and Manokatak. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one correct. Manokatak? Cool. Jennifer from Manokatak. Sweet. Okay. Let's see. I think... Yeah. I think that... Tisha says, I'm gonna need a hoodie and a coffee mug. Yeah. Dude, it would be so fun to make a Fanpage hoodie and wear it on the river. Would you guys want to... Would you guys wear Ice Classic Fanpage hoodies with me for the week of Breakup? That would be so fun. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling the need for a hoodie. I did not wear exactly what I should have worn today. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Chrissy is asking, did the Nenana River go out yet? Yes. The Nenana River is fully open and fully flowing. It is so cool. So now there is a place for the ice to go, and we just got updated this morning that there is a lead that goes all the way past Ruby Marine, which is up north on the highway a little bit. So that means it's got a few miles of open water, which is enough for this ice to go somewhere. So that is amazing, super exciting. And yeah, okay. Whew, guys, I'm shivering now. I'm gonna go get some time to warm up in the car. Actually, maybe this is a good time to, while I'm in the car warming up, we can go drive upriver to see what's going on. How's that sound, guys? And we have more people joining us at the river. It's like a river watch party today. Okay, so okay, because I'm getting in my car and driving, I'm gonna put you guys in the cup holder, okay? Oh, it feels a lot better in here already. And you can see our very fashionable, true to Alaska cracked windshield. That's very common here just because the roads are subpar compared to so many other places. Okay. Chrissy is asking, what day did the Nenana go out? Okay, so that depends on the definition of what going out means, because and I'm not sure what the official going out definition is, because there was a lead from, like, the Nenana River did break up and come out all the way to the Tanana on, like, I don't know, I want to say April 26th or 28th. We did a live feed on that day, so you can go search the page and you can find the videos where I talk about the Nenana reaching the Tanana. However, there were still like, pieces of beds of ice that were blocking the open Nenana River from the lead on the Tanana. And so it took a couple more days for that to connect. And then, even though there was a lead all the way through the Nenana, over the next few days, it opened up to be completely open and wide. So there's a range there. I can't tell you a specific date, but as of 2 days ago, it was fully open, and you can see photos on our fan page feed. Okay. I don't know if it'll let me keep you guys on the dashboard. Okay. I don't think that that's gonna work super well, just because we're gonna be riding on very, very bumpy roads. So if you fall over, forgive me, but that's my best way to still give you a view of where we're going instead of sitting in the cup holder. If it gets too wonky, I will put you guys in the cup holder. Okay, here we go. Okay. Woohoo! Alright, so I'm gonna take you guys on a little tour. Okay, and Mary is asking, tripod go down far enough to stop the clock? Nope, tripod is sitting pretty and has not gone anywhere. It has tipped a teeny bit, but not necessarily because the ice has moved. It's just because there's been enough thaw to release the legs from being held in the ice. Okay, so here's our tour. On the right, you can see the Nenana Ice Classic office, and we're heading towards the railroad bridge, and I brought my mud boots this time because all the other times that I had gone out to catch photos, I was wearing either my snow boots or my tennis shoes, and I got soaked, cold, icy feet. So I am well prepared today. And there are a lot of potholes, so hopefully you guys can stay standing. There's an old abandoned railroad car right here, you can see. And then there's more abandoned railroad cars. And we're gonna go to the Black Bridge, but here we're gonna go across the train tracks first. Okay. Woo! Stop at the stop sign. Here we go. Rhonda says she needs a suction cup mount for filming while driving. Yeah, that would be super helpful. Maybe I can use some of the donations to go buy myself a suction cup for next year, or maybe this year, but honestly, I don't know if Amazon can get it to be fast enough this year, and we're too rural to have that stuff available right down the street. We only have one grocery store, and it's good, like it has selection, but it's just really seriously like small town grocery store, nothing like the grocery stores you think of in the lower 48. So it doesn't necessarily have all the random things that you want, or clothing or tech or any of that stuff. So I don't have a way to get myself a suction cup in time for all this coverage. But okay, let's see. That would be a good idea for me to have on hand for next year. Okay, so here you see this is the tribal hall on the right hand side, and we're going past the tribal hall to underneath the railroad bridge. Actually, okay, so we'll go past the railroad bridge first and see what's going on upriver, because I know there's a lot going on. And then, depending on what we see, we can go hunting underneath the river, underneath the bridge to see where stuff is still, you know, ice instead of open water. And by the way, Rebecca has posted in the stories before, and maybe you can post it again, Rebecca, the map of where the most, like where we do our live updates and where we get photos, so that you can see where we are when we do these things in comparison to everything else, all the other. Wow, oh my gosh. Holy cow, guys. I know I just interrupted myself, but that is because there is some freaking amazing stuff going on here. Okay, I'm so glad we came here, and I'm so glad I have my mud boots, because this is a big mess. I am so excited to show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna sit in here just for like 10 seconds longer so I can get my hands a little bit warmer. I'm turning up the heat, cranking it up, and then I'm gonna send it towards my hands. Okay. So, on the map, we are currently past the railroad bridge, the Black Railroad Bridge, and on the corner where it bends to go, where the Tanana bends to go past the airport, and then it has another bend to, that goes further upriver towards Fairbanks. And there is a lot of action going on here. Definitely a strong current, huge ice chunks, and I can see the ice dam from where I'm sitting. Okay, actually, I'm just gonna leave my car running so it can heat up and I can pop back in when I want to, but I'm gonna show you guys. You ready? You ready, guys? This is so exciting. Okay, here we go. Look. Oh, sorry. That's my car telling me it's still running. Yes, I know. Okay, can you see this? Let me know if the resolution is good enough, but I'm going to try to get closer. I'm going to walk through this snow, very carefully, of course. Okay, but this is a huge... Sorry, that was very loud, but I just sunk to my thighs in snow. Sorry, I honestly did not expect that. Okay, alright, so maybe I'm not going to walk up to... I hope no one is like super alarmed anywhere else by that. I'm totally fine. It was just a surprise. And I'm trying to get out of the snow here. Okay, whoa. Oh my gosh. Ah. Okay, well, now you guys know how deep the snow has been this winter and why it's been okay. Guys, even though I wore my mud boots, I still got snow inside of them. Okay, hold on just for a sec while I empty my boots. But I'll let you see the river while I'm doing that. Okay, standing on one leg in the snow. Okay, testing my balance. I just don't want to have frozen ice chunks in my boot for the rest of the day, so that's why I'm taking care of it right now, this very second. Ooh. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. Ooh. I know the live feed is very shaky right now. Oh, we have a visitor! Cool! Someone here to join me. Maybe they're trying to see if someone fell into the river or something due to my scream, but... And don't worry, I will not be going close enough to the river to fall into it or anything, but that was just the snow. Whew. Okay, wow. Now that my hands are very muddy and messy now. Okay, let's go see if we can get another way to get up close. Hi! Hey, Karen! It's turning into a party over here. Okay, so let's walk over here where there's not a bunch of deep snow and actually show you guys what's going on. Okay, so you can see there is clearly open water. It has a strong current. It's moving fast. It is eroding the edges, and look at this. Wow. Tisha says Nenana crane pose. Yes, that was basically what was happening. That's hilarious. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Okay, I really wish the resolution was better on Facebook Lives because my camera could catch this really crisply, but this is not. However, I think you can still see the shapes. There are thick chunks of ice standing straight up because of how they've lodged themselves in this ice jam. Like, that is so cool and so crazy. All right. So I cannot see where the ice stops, or if it, where the open lead stops, or if there's open water all the way under the bridge. So that confirms my suspicion that we'll need to go underneath the bridge to see if it's all the way open or if it stops. However, right here, there's this huge ice dam with massive ice chunks all jammed up. And this is spectacular. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is what makes Breakup so fun and so incredible to watch. Wow. You don't just get to see stuff like this every day. And the fact that it can change so quickly, this is truly a magical capture in time. Aw, yes, you guys love it too. Yep. This is why we come out here, because it is so cool to see all of this. Okay, I'm just gonna try to see what the resolution looks like when I zoom in. Okay, so it is getting a little... Oh, okay, it did crisp up. Okay, so you guys can get a little bit of a more accurate look at what it looks like. Okay, so I'll do a slow pan. See, do you see that out there? That huge chunk just sitting on top of the ice. That means there had to be some massive movement to get it lodged up there. Okay, here we go. See, there's another one sitting on top. That's not even like jammed up against anything. That is sitting on top of the ice. And then here we go. Sorry, I'm trying to hold it as still as I can. Wow, what do you guys think? What do you think when you see all this stuff? Honestly, I am just in total awe. It's hard for me to describe what this feels like to be out here witnessing all of this. So cool. Yep, that's a massive ice jam. Wow. Look at that. So cool. Yeah. Okay, so Willa is asking, did the tripod fall? Nope. Tripod is still standing tall. We are upriver, past the railroad bridge, around the bend, so that we can see what's going on upriver, because this determines very heavily what happens right around the tripod. And currently, this is where stuff is getting jammed up. So this is where we're looking for action to shift in order to see the patches between the bridges start to shift. So once this stuff okay, I'm going to zoom out so it's not as shaky for you guys, but there, I hope you really enjoyed that close-up view. This is where we're going to be watching, because as soon as, like, whenever this breaks loose or starts to free stuff up, this is what is going to push the tripod. When this stuff makes it around the bend underneath the railroad bridge and into that section between the bridges, then stuff really, really starts to happen. It starts to move, and the tripod is under threat for tipping, being pushed, being swept downriver, all those things. So, yeah, okay. Let me see if I missed, okay, any of the comments. Yeah, you guys were just super nice, sitting tight with me while I fixed my boots and sunk thigh deep in the snow. Man, that was wild. Okay, so, yeah, wow. Okay, so that's the good view for upriver. Now you know what's happening up here. And seriously, guys, when this stuff gets moving, it will be quite the show. So if any of you are watching the 24-hour live cam on the website and you see stuff starting to happen, then let us know and we'll try to get here as soon as we can to capture stuff. I mean, you know, things will be happening a little bit here, a little bit there, throughout, you know, the next several hours and days, depending on how it happens, but that would help me be able to have more, when there's more eyes on the river, then that helps me to be able to get here sooner and when it's actually relevant, when we're seeing action happening, since I'm not able to be on the riverbank 24/7. Okay, so let's go under the railroad bridge. Are you guys excited for this? Okay, well, hopefully we'll see, hopefully there won't be as deep of snow under the railroad bridge. I don't know how much is melted under there, because I might not be able to get through, as you just so candidly witnessed. But I bet that there's going to be enough spots for me to walk through on mud to be able to get there, or just shallow snow. Okay, back to the car. Up here, was that fun? Did you guys like that? Let me know if you liked to see that chunky river. That was so cool. Okay, let's see, there we go. Now it's in better focus. Trevor says, homegrown Alaskan watching from Missouri. Aw, I'm glad that you get to see home again. Okay. Barry says it's almost lemonade season. Yeah. It's getting warmer and warmer, and boy, have we been needing it. We have really, really been wanting the warmth to come back, because it was a cold, hard winter. Hardest winter, as in like the hardest, the strongest cold, the coldest temperatures, and the deepest freeze I have ever experienced here. I've been here 13 years, so I know there's so many people who have been here much longer than me, but in my 13 years, this was definitely the coldest, hardest freeze, longest winter that so many of us have experienced in a very long time. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go underneath the railroad bridge. Okay. All right, so the path is clear, at least in this beginning section, but I can already see that there's ice still, or sorry, snow right up next to the riverbank. So I will get as far as I can and we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm turning my car off this time. All right. This railroad bridge is super cool, by the way. We just hit the centennial, let's see, was it last year or the year before? Anyway, see, I'm not the historian. I'm super not good with the exact dates, but we recently, in the last 2 or 3 years, hit the centennial for this railroad bridge completion. So I'll turn it around so you can see. This railroad bridge is more than 100 years old, and when this railroad bridge was completed, the President of the United States at the time, President Harding, came to Nenana, Alaska, right here on the opposite side of this bridge to drive the golden spike that connected the railroad from south to north. It was this bridge that connected those railroads and was the final, it was the final connection point. And so many cool things. Okay, I will try to stay on track with the history as I navigate the snow. Thankfully, there are some tire tracks that I can try to follow. That might give me a clearer path, but we'll see how far we can get. Okay, so the Golden Spike was an Alaskan treasure, and very iconic for the history that it exemplified. But it has been out of Alaska for decades. Like, man, okay. I don't want to be quoted wrong, but it's been at least like 30, 40, 50 years that the Golden Spike has been out of Alaska, if not even longer than that. So we haven't even had access to our own Alaskan history because it was in private hands. Someone won it, or, you know, like bid on it on an auction or some other private collection. Someone out of state inherited or bought that Golden Spike, and it has been in California for decades. However, just last year, and this is huge, last year the Golden Spike went up for auction, and there was a massive effort from the mayor of Nenana and the I keep saying Ice Classic, but the Anchorage Museum, to join efforts to be able to bring that home. So, and we won the bid. So now we have the Golden Spike back home in Alaska, and it is on display in the Alaska Museum, the Anchorage Museum, and it will be coming up here north this summer to the Fairbanks Museum. So that is super, super huge news. Big deal for Alaska and for Nenana. Okay, let's quit talking about that and get back to the river, because this is some cool stuff going on. Look, guys, there's a big, big iceberg. Oh, that is so cool. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man, that is awesome. Okay, so this is what I see, guys. Thankfully, I was able to make it all the way through, and this is open right here. So this is what goes all the way down to the tripod. Oh man, it just sounds so cool. I wish you guys could hear what I hear. The water and the ice is the most incredible magic sound, especially hearing the ice dive. Let me know if you can hear any of it. There's a lot of action right here there's some ice diving, and just, that's clearly where a lot of it is chunked up. Okay, so here's that iceberg. It's down here now. So this is what's going to be able to float all the way down to where the tripod is, because this is all open now. At least, like, open as far as there's flowing water, but I don't know where it stops, and it's just floating on top of the anchor ice as overflow. So, that has yet to be determined. But this is the other spot that I'm gonna go adventure around, because it looks like there is an ice block that is not fully connected on the other side of the bridge, which makes a lot of sense, because if there was not an opening, if there was an opening, we would be seeing those huge ice chunks be flowing down here. So, okay, this is all silt, so don't worry, this is completely solid riverbed. But I am now walking underneath the bridge to the other side to see if we can detect where things get cut off, or like where it's blocked off. Or not. I don't know, guys. Okay, I think I can see the edge now. I think I can see, and I'll zoom in just a sec, but I'm going to try to get as close as I can. In the meantime, here guys, look at this. This is so cool. There's ice chunks right there. There's, you know, wood and roots and stuff stuck in the mud, stuck in the silt. Here, this is floating downriver. Sorry, if it's too shaky, let me know, and I don't have to zoom in as much, because I know it just makes it even that much more shaky when it's zoomed in, but I want to show you guys the details if I can, because it's so much better to see up close what my eyes can see. Oh, Tisha was saying you could hear the ice pop last night on the webcam. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. Okay, so they do have sound. That is really, really cool. Oh, and Tish says, yes, we can hear the water. Okay, cool. Best sound ever. I love it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go up on the silt and then see if we can... Okay, so there are so many trees right here that they're still blocking where the ice chunks may be blocked. So ironically enough, it still remains undetermined if this is fully open or if there's an ice dam there. But somewhere between this side and that side, ice is getting caught and jammed up just like this, and it will be spectacular when this all starts moving. Boy, is that going to be a good show. Okay, cool. Looks like some other people have been out here too. There's footprints. Alrighty, so that's the latest, the up close view of what's going on around here. And I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna go see if I can eat something, and we'll see if stuff continues to happen, and if it does, then I'll try to get back out here. But this is what's going on so far. All the updates according to all the way updates. Oh my gosh, I can't talk right now. All the current updates up to this point in time, May 3rd, and let's see, what time is it? It's about 11:38, so just before noon. This is what the river is looking like. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna try to see if you guys can see the tripod, but I don't know if it'll be good enough resolution. Okay. You see that out there? Sitting pretty. There it is! Woohoo! Okay, and that is as far as Facebook will let me zoom. But yeah, super cool. You can see it from all the way over here on the other side of the railroad bridge. But now you see, so the tripod sits in between the highway bridge and the railroad bridge. Here we go, here's the railroad bridge again, which was an engineering feat for its time, by the way. They had the best engineers on this project that they could find worldwide. They actually had, it was Ralph Majewski, who was the primary engineer for this bridge, and it's slipping my mind what country he comes from now, but the few years ago when we did the Railroad Centennial, then we actually had a whole group of people come from his home country to see the railroad bridge in person and be a part of the centennial celebration, and we had a plaque unveiled for the completion of this bridge, and it's in our city Centennial Square. So if any of you end up coming through Nenana, whether as a visitor or an Alaskan resident, make sure to stop by the city square, and you can check out that plaque as well as the other plaques. There's another one that commemorates the, let's see, there's the railroad bridge and the, oh gosh, I think there's one commemorating the first flight as well. I'm not sure, I may be wrong on that, but there's like 2 or 3 plaques out there that are marking the centennials that we've had over the last, really 5 years. Like the past 5 or 6 years, we've been hitting some major benchmarks in our history here in Nenana. So, okay, yes, here you go. That's all the current happenings on the Tanana River as of just before noon on May 3rd, and we'll keep our eyes on the river for the rest of the action that continues to unfold. So thanks guys for joining me. It's always super fun to have you guys watching alongside and commenting and asking questions and all that stuff. So thanks for your guys' support, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye. Thanks for all the love. See you guys.